Alright, I know what you're probably thinking. Johnny, why are you in your garage in swimming trunks and sipping a Lagunitas? Well, I'm just bored. Well, actually, it's because I'm deciding to start my own YouTube series, because why the heck not? You know, COVID. Well, which is actually a very important issue. Please wear your mask. But aside from that, yes, I'm going to be starting my own YouTube channel, mainly vehicles that are in my fleet right now, and gaming related PC building as well. Those of you that know me know how much I love the 80s and 90s era, especially with motorcycles and with cars. That's because I don't think vehicles have gotten any better in the past few years in terms of driving feel and just general soul, as well as being a huge stickler for the manual transmission and trying to keep it alive in today's industry, where pretty much all of my past 8 or 9 vehicles have been manual transmission or sequential, like those found in motorcycles. But today I'm not going to be talking about the GPZ or the Legend. Today I am be talking about what I believe is the cheapest running and driving, clean titled Nissan Leaf ZE0 generation that I picked up earlier in July this year. Well, and despite all that nonsense I said in the intro of the video, I ended up getting an automatic, modern electric vehicle. And I'll give you 2 reasons why I decided to make that choice. The first reason is actually a pretty serious reason. We only have one Earth, and we're just a part of this ecosystem, and burning fossil fuels, just wanton carelessness for the health of the environment, both corporations and individuals, throwing away trash, having this consumer society that only buys and buys and buys and doesn't think about where the rest of that. Reason number 2 is I'm just a cheap ass. I say that because this Leaf ended up costing less than a 16-inch MacBook Pro with tax. And if I'm gonna have an overpriced computer with an uninspiring design and limited capabilities, I at least want a computer that can take me to the nearest McDonald's in relative safety and quietness. But the price kind of reflects the condition of the vehicle. I still think he underpriced it, but as you'll see in the next few clips, why this Leaf was valued at such a low value. Now I have no idea what caused this battle scar on this poor Leaf, and so does the gentleman that I bought it from. He's not quite sure either, because this actually used to belong to a family member of his that no longer needs the vehicle, and he didn't really disclose the details on what happened here. I believe it's all cosmetic. I don't think there's any structural damage. It drives straight, it drives fine. It probably actually drives more straight than most of my previous cars, and including even the Datsun ZX. At least luckily the charge port is undamaged. It does get a little caught up here on the hood. I don't think the hood is misaligned, it's just a charge port lid, but the sockets work and the electrical system works, and I haven't caught on fire. It's not a Lamborghini or Ferrari, so I'm not really too worried about that. And this was the front license plate holder on the Leaf. You know, looks like it did take a bit of the hit, but it's not really my style, so. And the rear license plate, it's in good condition, but alright, let's check out the cockpit of the Leaf.
With your sample or with your DNA or
God damn it. As you can see, my Leaf has actually all 12 bars, showing that the battery was indeed replaced in 2017. I also have the paperwork given by the previous owner that also proves that as well. So on a full charge, it can actually hit around 80 to 90 miles, depending on how eco-friendly you are as a driver. It also has just barely over 87,000 miles, and there is a bit of as you can see, I got these two warning lights as well as one down here. I still have yet to check what that is with the Leaf Spy Lite app and all the other apps that you can find that can through the Bluetooth dongle check the status of health of the battery and of the other components of the vehicle. But otherwise, I don't think there's any mechanical or electrical issues because it's been driving fine, and there's nothing really to complain about in here. So let's step back outside. Oh yeah, fuck. The front passenger door does not open either from the inside or outside. So I will have to do a video on trying to take off this panel out and trying to figure out why this thing won't engage. So for the meantime, this really is more of a 4-seater car and not a 5-seater. Alright. Also, here's the gash in the side panel doors. It actually covers both doors, not just the front one, unfortunately, but it doesn't look like it's a deep cut. There's also a huge amount of key marks here, which is pretty funny because Nissan Leaf has a key fob, so you don't necessarily ever need to use the physical key to get in. Let's hop in the back seat, see how the interior looks like from here. And there's actually not much to talk about because it looks pretty clean. Just some nicks on the hard plastics, a bit on the door trim as well, possibly from seat belts catching on or drunk escapades. Who knows? Who knows? The issue is actually up top where you can see I don't have an antenna, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be sticking out like a few inches up like that. Guessing that is another casualty of using drive-through car washes instead of hand washing it like you should if you want to preserve the exterior appearance of your vehicle. Next issue is curb rash, of course, on the front passenger wheel. As you can see, it's pretty much a good 40% of the wheel, but no worries. I'm going to be swapping over the SSR Type Fs that I have on my Legend currently, and that will also save about 10 pounds of unsprung weight, which hopefully we'll see, I don't know, a percentage or two increase in range. But yeah, these wheels are pretty scuffed up, and I thought I didn't take care of my wheels. And that concludes a brief introduction of the quirks and features of my Nissan Leaf. I will be doing a short build series on this, adding a lot of stupid stuff to it, suspension and mostly cosmetic, as well as some simple how-tos that I think not all Leaf and actually EV owners know about. Thank you for listening to me ramble for about 7-9 minutes, and I hope you have a good day.